Hey Scott, first of all, what do you think made the difference for them there in the second half? Obviously, kind of a tale of two quarters there.
Well, we had a bad start in that third quarter. We didn't have a defensive edge to us. And by doing that, we lost confidence in our offense as well because they were getting easy buckets. And they got to the bonus too quick, and then they got a bunch of real easy free throws. And you add a few of those things up, and you end up with a 18-point deficit in that third quarter. But we turned it around by getting stops, by demanding more out of us. And we still didn't get opportunities, which I thought we could have had.
And to see Russ finally break Oscar Robertson's record, I'm sure you knew this day was coming, but what was it like to witness that?
Well, I mean, it's great for him. You know, you can't take anything away from him. The guy's, he's a winner. He's a winner. He's making the basketball and the non-basketball world a better place. Not a lot of guys can do that. Not a lot of guys can have the impact that he has, both on and off the court. It's pretty phenomenal. That a guy that had very modest upbringing, opportunities, and I keep going back. He was raised, mom and dad. He's done a great job. Russell Westbrook is a winner.
Matt Paris.
Scott, it seems like all of your losses recently have been either by Fred had the stat about you guys since April 12th have either lost by a point or in overtime. I'm just kind of curious what you make of that and the way that these games come down to the wire, it seems like recently.
Oh, we got a competitive spirit. I mean, we're missing one of the best players in basketball, but we didn't let that hold us back. I thought we played pretty good. It's hard to overcome 26-11. Whether we didn't get any calls or we did get calls or whatever, it's still, there's two competitive teams out there. And I just look at one call that, thank goodness Russell does not flop. Thank goodness, because with 35 seconds to go, he went strong I don't know how he made the layup. I really don't know how he made that layup, but give him credit. He's strong as a bull and he's determined. I've said many times, he wills that ball to go in. That could have easily tied the game.
And are you seeing that competitiveness translate to a higher level of basketball from you guys?
No, we're playing good. Guys, we've been through a lot. And we had to make up a bunch of games too. And the schedule's not easy, but we didn't use it. We never. And not one time you guys heard me use that as an excuse. I was excited to play a bunch of games, but you know why I was? Because I didn't have to play them. I can coach tired, but I give our guys credit. They play tired. But I tell them all the time, man, the mind is an incredible thing. It does what you tell it to do. And if you tell it we're going to compete tonight because we have a game at 7, more than likely you're going to compete tonight at 7. You're not going to always make shots. You're not going to always play good, but you can compete. That's what I love about our team. We compete. We're not making excuses. We don't have to. We're not manipulating things. We've got a schedule to play, and we're going to compete and play it out. We got 3 more games left. I've said it all along. Ever since I've been in the league, I've learned the right way. You got 82 games, and they're all a test. You either get an F or an A, and there's no in between. And we got 3 more chances to get A's.
Ava.
Scott, back to Russ. You probably didn't notice, but the entire arena, the limited crowd here, was chanting his name and cheering for him. To kind of see that regardless of team affiliation and just see kind of NBA fans appreciate him for what he's done. I guess, what emotion does that bring for you?
It's great. Like I said, I wish the basketball world, we got a lot of things that we have to take care of before we can allow everybody into all these arenas. But until then, how many they are, they're witnessing a guy that competes every single possession. And not a lot of guys that you guys cover, you can say that about. I see it, but he does. He competes, and fans appreciate it. I mean, they know Oscar Robinson is special, and what he did is incredible. And that's why nobody's come close to it in 50 years. I mean, every record, like they always say, every record is meant to be broken. Don't know if anybody's going to ever get to this again, but he's definitely set it to another level now, and he passed one of the greatest of all times to play the game that all of us love to play or watch or write about it.
Fred.
Hey, Scott, triple doubles aside, Russell is on this streak now where the assist numbers are crazy. I think he's had 5 straight 15 or more assists, and he's had 220 assist games in the last week or so. What have you seen from him from a passing standpoint that's kind of propelled him on a streak like this?
Well, we're making some shots. I mean, you need 4 other guys to get an assist. You need a guy that runs a route and spaces very well. You need another misdirection guy. You need a good setup, and you need a good screen and a good delivery. It's not all him. I mean, you get the credit as the point guard, but the guy who makes it, the guy who sets the screen, the spacers all help. And when you have a team that cares for one another and wants each other and to do well and celebrate each other's success, it's beautiful basketball. We've been trying to build that for a while, and we got it now. Now we just got to keep getting a little bit better and getting our guys healthy and getting Brad back and get our younger guys more experience. And the great thing about all these close games, there's a lot of stressful, tense moments that young players need. That you can't watch it, you can't read about it, you can't even talk about it. You got to experience it. That's the beauty of all these close games that we're having. A lot of guys are getting that, and not everybody gets it. I played a decade in the league. I never got it. Coach was smart enough to not put my butt in there in the games, but we got a lot of guys who are getting better at those end of the game situations, and they're only going to get better by being in them.
And what do you think of the shot that Russell got on that last possession?
Well, the reason why I didn't call a timeout, I thought he had a better opportunity to drive, but I trust him. I trust his decision making. I thought he had an opportunity to drive. I thought they were back on their heels, but I don't blame him for shooting a jump shot.
Neil.
Hey, Scott, obviously another one of those unique situations where you're going to play this team again on Wednesday. Where do you think you guys can adjust and improve to have a better shot then?
Well, we gotta not foul Trey 13 times to get 13 free throws. He got more free throws than us. That's number one. We got to defend without fouling. We can't do that. It's hard. I know we gave him 17 or 18 the last time we played him. So we got to guard him without fouling. He's an all-star, not because he gets to the free throw line. He's an all-star because he's a great player and he puts so much pressure on the defense. But we got to do a better job there. And the other guys, we made a bunch of mistakes on some of their threes. What's his name? Some of their 3-point shooters. I can't even think of Herter and Bojan was making some. We got to be able to stop all their easy 3-point opportunities. I thought they had us in a bad position a couple of times because we weren't really set up on the defensive end.
All right, last question here to DA.
Hey, Scott, on that middle pick and roll that they ran the whole second half, how much can the guard fight through the initial pick, to try to not make it quite as easy for them to get Davis or whoever, what other big is in there on the switch?
Yeah, I mean, that's something that we try to make a few adjustments, and we got away with it a few times, but they put you in some tough positions. It's something that we're going to look at obviously tonight and tomorrow and make a few adjustments and try to get better with it. But he's hard to guard no matter who you put on him.
Yeah.
He's tricky. He's crafty. He gets into your body and he gets to the free throw line.
Yeah. And I would follow up with that. Just even though he had a big night offensively, is it still better for him to shoot runners and floaters as opposed to pulling up and making 9 threes in a game?
Yeah, I mean that's what we want, and we just can't get him on. We just can't put him on the line. He can make long twos, tough twos, floating twos. Those are hard. They're hard to beat you because you got to make a bunch of them. But when you put him on the line, they're automatic. That guy's incredible. He doesn't even touch the rim on free throws.
Yeah.